bit ago?
Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm not playing on the best of my game, so a lot of last game scenarios, lots of fun.
Saw a lot of interesting stuff in your last set. That was weird.
That's just
the third game you blew that edge guard like terribly.
Oh yeah, but then he saved me, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's all good. So I'm Burrs. This is Spinner.
Yeah.
Welcome to Thursday Throwdown. I'm guessing this has got to be Winner's Quarters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor and Sinnyboo. Thor was actually complaining earlier because he wanted to run into Nameless, but he's got to get through Sinnyboo to do that.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's gonna happen.
That's gonna be tough. Sinnyboo is kind of good.
I've been like that before too, though, where I'm just like I just want to play Nameless, like
he's so popular. That young Diddy Kong, though.
And then I got a chance at one of these, and I almost had it.
But you blew it, and now you're not entered.
And now, yeah, work sucks.
So
don't ever get a real job.
Don't grow up. Be a Toys R Us kid forever.
Yeah. Because like when I woke up today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna enter today, And then I got to work, and 5 o'clock came, and I had 2 hours more worth of work, I guess.
But Sinnyboo here for the summer, playing against Thor here for the summer.
Also here for the summer.
Both of these guys are normally out of state, Nebraska and Chicagoland.
It doesn't. Cinny go to school. He goes to school in Iowa.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
Then he goes to Omaha tournaments, I think.
Right, that's it.
Because they're more worth his time, I guess.
I mean, he's very good.
Yes, he is. Then Thor goes to Illinois, I think. UIUC.
Something. Yeah, UIC. No,
yeah.
UIC. You all know.
And he's got his hands full, not just as a player, but this matchup I think is kind of complicated for Cloud because I think Sheik's quick frame beta, like when she gets really close to him,
right?
It's really hard for him to get Sheik off of him.
And on top of that, the edge guarding that Sheik poses is she's just disjointed enough in just the right ways to really be able to get Cloud and cause trouble. But she does struggle to kill, so if Thor can take advantage of his long life and his early kill moves.
I think Sheik's mobility off stage 2 kind of makes it harder for Cloud to edge guard her as well.
Burning that limit to save himself. Unfortunately early, he would have preferred to take a stock with it.
He kind of put himself in that position in the first place too, which kind of makes it all the worse if he doesn't take the stock.
Right. But Sinnyboo able to clutch that out with an up air and start his own string, tapping on some extra credit. And he's a little scared of dying, but without limit, Cloud doesn't have that many options to kill right now.
No. I think the side blast zones of this stage kind of help, especially dash attack near the ledge isn't really going to kill for a little bit.
And these two started out on Town and City, which means that I'm guessing Thor was deciding between his two characters because you don't want to take Sheik to really Smashville or FD.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
There it goes.
Thor kept his cool there and just made the right play. Limit cross slash?
And Cloud with a little bit of rage. Sinnyboo just happy to sit back and needle because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you can force them to approach and you can react to the options they pick, you're going to win 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, especially when you're playing Sheik. I think that works, doubly well for Cloud too, but Sheik's tool to force an approach is just much better.
Yeah. While charging limit is great and terrifying, those needles are real awful.
And they're always there.
But we have a solid lead from Sinnyboo, and now he's just looking to steal out that stock before. It's great DI. Got himself to the other side of the Vanish. I think that was the only way he was living. And Sinnyboo had to confirm. Couldn't get the B reverse. Yep. This is all Sinnyboo's to throw away at this point.
See, I like the use of up throw as like a nice mix-up for Sheik because you either get hit by up air or they're forced to use their jump and land without it.
Right. And she can abuse landings. It's really, really easy for her to do that. And actually, Sinnyboo might actually be giving some tips right there because he is honestly a very instructive player.
Yeah,
as you're playing him, he's like, oh, you should stop doing that because he wants you to get better so you can help get better. Right. Yeah. And if he's the one instructing, what are the odds you're going to pass him? Not many. Because he doesn't like that either. No. But he wants the whole community to improve. That way he can continue to stay on top of a better community.
I think Battlefield's a pretty easy stage to take Sheik too, especially as Cloud. I think just the omnipresent platforms being there is just so huge for his game as a whole.
Down throw to cross slash is not true on anyone except for Mewtwo. Just the floatiness and the big body and the dipping double jump, he cannot get out of it. But trying it on Sheik did not quite work out for Thor.
I think that, you know, going for cross slash after a down throw is just really risky against characters that can put a lot of damage on you really quickly.
Right. They land and shield and get whatever punish they want.
Unless you have a good enough read on the player too, or your down throw is going to send them off stage.
Ooh. Down to sweet spot diamond cutter. And Thor's at a pretty big disadvantage already.
I like the land, kind of trying to anticipate Thor to throw out a panic option.
Obviously, at this point in Smash, everybody has played against Cloud. There's plenty of Cloud experience. But I'm wondering if Sinnyboo's rather good Cloud has given him any insight on how to play this matchup.
When you would think so, like kind of when you play as a character, you're kind of just more aware of their weaknesses, where if you didn't, then you might not have any idea.
But this is the... Ooh! Sure, just trying to shut me up. I was going to say it's the Sinnyboo show as he tries to spike.
Cloud's carrying that momentum with him.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm
surprised he died to that. Like, I know he was kind of going to ledge because it just feels safe to do that sometimes, and I think if he had Clim Hazard there, he would have actually just snapped right away, and that went to...
I think he was trying to save it.
Yeah.
And he was drifting to the left, so I'm guessing DI wasn't the greatest. But now he's got Sinnyboo at a rather bad situation. If he gets limit or even a raw read at this point,
small trades like that too actually kind of benefit him.
Thor looking to seal out this stock. Guessing he's going to try to use limit in general to do it. But I'm wondering if it's going to be the surprise blade beam with a cross slash. That's what I was hoping for.
And usually, you know, Cloud's on the other side of that, where he's forcing his opponent to commit to a ledge option before doing that. But he just kind of, it seemed like threw it out there almost. Like he just had a read.
Ooh, both of them attacking the wrong direction.
I'm surprised he didn't get punished for that down tilt more.
Both of them seem to think they crossed each other up and pick options facing the opposite way.
Yeah.
But we have Thor again with limit, bringing this back. Got a pretty big percent deficit, but with his kill power, it's not insurmountable at all.
I like how Thor is spacing his aerials too, because you know they're hitting Sinnyboo's shield, but he's not able to punish them.
You know what we haven't seen out of Thor that you see out a lot of Clouds is down airs and neutral. Like he's gotten punishes with those down airs, and typically sweet spots, but he hasn't used it really as an approach option or anything like that.
Just probably, speaking from experience, I feel like that's probably a better way to use down air.
Agreed. Especially against someone so experienced as Sinnyboo.
He was looking for that cross slash super hard, though. And
didn't get the auto cancel on the bouncing fish.
Yeah, he ends up getting it anyway, because he was kind of drifting towards him on the outside of the stage like that's what he was going for. And Needles just kind of, because he was in the air sending him downwards, just kind of shielded himself from it.
But that was just great play at the end there from Thor.
I wonder if we're going to Lilat.
Nope, FD.
Okay.
Fair enough. So Thor was debating on that even starting stage, either going Cloud or Pikachu, and the only way he was going to go Pikachu was FD. So he was very ready for this, because who wants to play Sheik on FD?
Especially as
Diddy Kong?
Especially as Cloud,
right?
I think platforms being gone just make this one of his worst stages, unless your play style just involves just getting them in the air and just forcing them to commit to a landing option. I think those are few and far between as far as Cloud players go.
And honestly, any character really. Sheik has such good options in general on this stage. Just cover our space. It's really difficult. So I like the faster choice, the one with the quick attack. Potentially one of the... Ooh.
Catches him air dodging at the wrong time there.
But he had air dodged the bouncing fish, so that was a really good option coverage from Sinnyboo. I think Thor's kind of looking to set up a missed tech situation to get one of those jab resets.
Or up throw thunder maybe is another one.
I don't think that'll kill quite so early.
No,
but
I don't either. He's kind of going for it like it will, though.
true. Ooh, that was a great punish on that grenade. A lot of people get afraid of projectiles that are just sitting there, even when like they don't have an active hitbox. Great example is like the gunman from Duck Hunt. You're intimidated by it, but you just run right through it.
So threatening.
Yeah.
Even though you know what they're gonna do, it's just like the threat of the unknown.
Right. But Sinnyboo playing this fantastically, sitting back, making Thor pick options and just punishing.
Just making center stage all his own.
Pressuring with needles, just making red attack in. And Thor almost lapped in percents at this point. That's it. Wow.
Pikachu's just so hard though because he doesn't do a lot of damage. Like his single, like he just relies on getting string after string to rack up damage, and even then, he doesn't have a lot of options to kill either.
He does, but they're setups and they're complicated setups, and they're avoidable. Yeah. And Sinnyboo was doing a great job of just avoiding Pikachu. Therefore, the setups couldn't really come.
Happens.